The Amarillo Museum of Art is a Panhandle gem with its beautiful art exhibitions and numerous educational opportunities. It's working to keep art in the Panhandle thriving. But behind the scenes, a special group of volunteers make sure that the museum's mission can continue, thanks in part to their fundraising efforts. More on the Amarillo Museum of Art Alliance in today's Heart of the High Plains.
The Amarillo Museum of Art is in constant motion, working to provide tours, classes, outreach, and programming, both at the museum and outside its walls.
It's about materials and supplies, so when we bring students in or go out, we're always doing hands-on art making, so there's supply costs, there's travel time, there's staff involved.
But that takes money.
You know, people have this mistaken impression that museums are very well funded and that we're always going to be here and we're always going to be open, and that's not always the case. And it's our community that supports us. We serve our community, and we really do depend on their support to make that happen.
The Amarillo Museum of Art Alliance helps to make sure the museum's education efforts continue.
I think it's so much more important now than it ever was, just because there's so few art programs in our public schools anymore. So having those labs here is such an advantage for the kids.
Most recently, the Alliance funded construction on the new art labs at the museum.
So those art labs had been existing since I was taking art classes as a kid, and many of my fellow Alliance members, and they just needed an overhaul and an update.
Money raised through the Alliance also supports scholarships for children's classes.
And I don't know that we would be here if it weren't for people like the Alliance and the support of our community.
In Amarillo, Megan Collier, KAMR, Local 4 News.
And one of the big fundraisers for the Amarillo Museum of Art Alliance is the annual Christmas Roundup. And it is this weekend at the Amarillo Civic Center. The iconic event helps shoppers ring in the holiday season while raising money to support the educational programs of the Amarillo Museum of Art. There are about 150 merchants this year and tons of special things planned, so you won't want to miss it. For more information on the Christmas Roundup, you can visit myhighplains.com.